This might just be the biggest shift in the electric vehicle industry yet. For years, Tesla has dominated, setting the benchmark for speed, range, and cutting-edge technology. But Ford has changed the rules. Have you ever imagined an electric car costing only $14,000 could seriously threaten Tesla's dominance? But the real question is, how did Ford pull this off? What's the catch? Does it actually compete with Tesla? And should you even consider buying one? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know if this car is a game changer or just hype. So, can this budget EV really keep up? Cheap usually means slow, but Ford just rewrote the rules. A $14,000 electric vehicle is supposed to feel underpowered, sluggish, and barely functional. That is the trade-off, right? That is what most people expected. Instead, Ford delivered something unexpected. Acceleration is the first shock. Unlike traditional gasoline-powered vehicles, electric vehicles are known for instant torque, and this one is no exception. Press the pedal, and there is no hesitation, no delay, no waiting for the engine to catch up. The response is immediate. It is not the fastest vehicle on the road, but for a price this low, it moves far quicker than expected. In urban driving, where most acceleration happens in short bursts, this vehicle feels just as quick as cars that cost 3 times as much. Handling is another surprise. Most budget electric vehicles suffer from one major problem: excessive weight. Large battery packs tend to make cars feel heavy, sluggish, and disconnected from the road. Ford, however, balanced the weight distribution in a way that keeps the ride stable without sacrificing agility. It does not feel like a sports vehicle, but it does not feel clumsy either. The steering is light, making it easy to maneuver in tight city streets, but firm enough to inspire confidence at higher speeds. Even on winding roads, it holds its line well, with minimal body roll. Then comes the question of range. This is where budget electric vehicles usually disappoint, but Ford found a way to exceed expectations. The battery is not massive, but it is efficient. With careful energy management, this vehicle can cover more miles than most competitors in the same price range. It is not built for long cross-country trips, but for everyday commuting. It provides enough range to eliminate charging anxiety. For most drivers, a full charge will last several days without worry. Charging speeds also matter. A low-cost electric vehicle usually means painfully long wait times at charging stations. That is not the case here. While it may not match the fastest chargers available, it does not take an entire day to regain power. Ford optimized the system so that even a short charging session can provide a meaningful boost, making it far more convenient than expected. The real advantage, however, is efficiency. Some electric vehicles burn through battery power at an alarming rate, requiring frequent stops to recharge. This one does not. Every mile traveled uses just enough energy to get the job done, without waste. That means lower energy costs, fewer charging sessions, and more time spent on the road instead of waiting at a station. And here's the real surprise. Ford made this fun to drive. That is not something anyone expected from a budget electric vehicle, but somehow they pulled it off. But performance is not everything. What's it like inside? Interior. A budget EV that feels premium. A $14,000 car must feel cheap inside, right? Think again. Step inside, and the first thing you notice is that Ford has defied expectations. Instead of hard plastics and a stripped-down interior, this budget electric vehicle greets you with a cabin that feels far beyond its price tag. The seats are finished in a man-made leather alternative that feels soft to the touch, with stitching that mirrors the detailing found in premium models. Every surface has been carefully designed to feel solid and well-assembled, leaving no rattles or hollow-sounding panels. What stands out the most is how Ford has blended affordability with a modern, high-tech environment. The centerpiece of the interior is a 15-inch vertically mounted infotainment system, branded as the latest generation of Ford's in-car technology suite. Unlike fixed-position screens, this one moves. With a simple adjustment, the angle can be tilted for better visibility, or laid almost flat against the dashboard for a sleeker look. The screen controls nearly every function, from navigation to climate settings. But Ford has ensured that essential commands remain easily accessible. A dedicated climate menu is permanently visible at the bottom, preventing the frustration of digging through multiple menus just to adjust the temperature. Storage is where this electric vehicle truly stands out. Despite its budget-friendly nature, Ford has managed to carve out more practical space than many competitors. The center console features a massive compartment deep enough to fit a full-sized laptop. Cup holders are modular, allowing them to be swapped out for different configurations, making room for a tray or additional small item storage. Below the screen, a cleverly hidden compartment serves as a secure personal locker, perfect for keeping valuables out of sight. The rear seating area follows the same pattern of efficiency. Legroom is surprisingly generous, with rear seats positioned for maximum comfort. The floor remains almost entirely flat, a design choice that benefits passengers by providing more foot space. The rear seats also come with easy access to charging ports, ensuring that passengers can keep their devices powered without reaching into awkward positions. What is most impressive is how Ford has used every inch of available space. The doors feature deep storage pockets, while even the armrest houses additional compartments. Nothing feels wasted, and every design choice reflects an effort to create a practical, user-friendly cabin. For a car at this price point, the balance between cost-cutting and thoughtful engineering is remarkable. And this is where Ford outsmarts the competition by making budget feel luxurious. Exterior, a bold design that stands out. A budget car that looks like a luxury sport utility vehicle? Ford made it happen. From the outside, there is nothing about this electric vehicle that suggests affordability. The proportions are bold, with a stance that gives it the presence of a much more expensive model. The high beltline, squared-off wheel arches, and sculpted bodywork give it an assertive look, while the smooth front end signals its identity as a next-generation electric vehicle. Ford has leaned into its American heritage, bringing a design language that feels confident and unmistakably rugged. The signature element of the front is what Ford calls the shield, a smooth, grille-free design that enhances aerodynamics while making a statement. Where traditional vehicles rely on air intakes for cooling, electric models take a different approach, and this design allows air to flow seamlessly across the front, reducing drag and improving efficiency. Lighting plays a crucial role in defining the character of the vehicle. At the front, slim daytime running lights stretch across the width, creating a clean, futuristic appearance. At the rear, the lighting takes on a distinctive shape, with sharp, angular elements that complement the bold design. The high-mounted brake light is seamlessly integrated into the spoiler, keeping the back of the vehicle sleek while ensuring high visibility. Size-wise, this electric vehicle finds itself in an interesting position. It is shorter than traditional midsize models, yet wider than many direct competitors, giving it a road presence that feels substantial. This wider stance contributes to better handling and stability, making it feel planted while driving. The large wheel options, ranging from 19 to 21 inches, further enhance its aggressive appearance, ensuring that it never looks underwhelming, even in entry-level configurations. One of the most interesting design details is in the rear pillar. Instead of a solid panel, Ford has integrated a translucent effect that mimics the look of a floating roof. This not only creates a more dynamic side profile, but also improves visibility by allowing more light into the cabin. It is a small touch, but one that adds to the premium feel of the overall design. What Ford has achieved is a balance between function and style. This is not just a vehicle that looks good in pictures. It is one that carries a sense of durability and practicality. Every element serves a purpose, whether it is the aerodynamic enhancements, the carefully sculpted lines, or the attention to detail in how each panel flows into the next. And just when you think it is all about looks, Ford hides a feature that makes driving easier than ever. Now let's take a look under the surface, because Ford did not build this car alone. Platform, the VW connection, and what it means for you. What if I told you this Ford is part Volkswagen? At first glance, it might seem like a purebred Ford, carrying the bold stance and American design cues that define the brand. But underneath, it tells a different story. Ford did not build this electric vehicle alone. Instead, they borrowed the foundation from one of their biggest rivals. This decision was not just about convenience. It was a strategic move that could make or break Ford's electric future. The structure of this vehicle is based on the modular electric drive matrix, a flexible platform developed by Volkswagen. This means that the same technology powering vehicles from Audi and Skoda is now sitting beneath a Ford. The reasoning behind this partnership is simple. It allows Ford to move faster in the electric market without investing billions into a new architecture. The electric landscape is changing rapidly, and the cost of developing a dedicated electric platform is astronomical. Rather than spending years designing one from scratch, Ford found a shortcut by using an already proven system. At its core, this platform provides a solid foundation, The modular electric drive matrix was designed to be efficient, spacious, and scalable. It allows for different battery sizes, motor configurations, and wheelbases, without requiring a complete redesign for each new model. This flexibility is one of its greatest strengths, as it enables Ford to quickly adapt and launch competitive electric vehicles without waiting for their own proprietary platform to be developed. The result is a car that benefits from years of Volkswagen's engineering, while maintaining Ford's identity. But does this really feel like a Ford? That depends on how much you value brand DNA. The modular electric drive matrix is used in multiple vehicles across the Volkswagen family, including the ID series and Audi's compact electric offerings. Because of this, there are shared characteristics that some buyers might notice. The driving experience, for instance, carries hints of Volkswagen's design philosophy. Smooth handling, balanced weight distribution, and a predictable yet refined feel. Even some of the interior components, such as the gear selector and window controls, bear a striking resemblance to those found in Volkswagen's electric lineup. However, Ford has not simply taken Volkswagen's platform and copied the entire experience. The vehicle's exterior styling is distinct, with a more rugged and aggressive stance compared to its Volkswagen siblings. Inside, Ford has designed a more driver-focused cabin, complete with a large central display and a layout that feels familiar to Ford owners. The suspension tuning and steering response have also been adjusted to align more with Ford's traditional feel, ensuring that the driving dynamics are not just a carbon copy of the ID models. This partnership has undeniable benefits. Ford was able to significantly cut down development time, allowing them to bring an affordable electric vehicle to market much sooner than if they had developed their own platform from scratch. The modular electric drive matrix is already well tested, meaning buyers get a reliable and established system rather than an experimental one. There are drawbacks though. Some might feel that this vehicle does not have the same level of originality as a fully Ford-designed model. Others may question whether this means future Ford electric vehicles will continue to share DNA with Volkswagen. For those who want a car that feels wholly unique, this might be a sticking point. But here's the most surprising part. This decision could be what makes Ford's electric vehicle unbeatable. By leveraging an established platform, Ford can focus on what truly sets their vehicle apart: aggressive pricing, smart design, and brand identity. While other manufacturers struggle with high development costs, Ford has found a way to stay competitive without sacrificing the fundamentals. So we know how it is built, but how is it so cheap? Price. How Ford obliterated Tesla on cost. Tesla claimed that producing an electric vehicle at this price point was impossible. Ford just proved them wrong. The automotive industry has long grappled with the challenge of making electric vehicles affordable without compromising quality. Yet, Ford has managed to shatter expectations. The secret lies in a strategic combination of cost-cutting measures, manufacturing efficiency, and rethinking what truly matters to consumers. One of the biggest ways Ford achieved this pricing breakthrough is through platform sharing. By utilizing the modular electric drive platform from their partnership with Volkswagen, Ford avoided the enormous development costs that come with building a new electric vehicle from the ground up. This collaboration allowed Ford to repurpose existing infrastructure, significantly lowering production expenses. Unlike Tesla, which insists on proprietary technology and custom-built platforms, Ford took a more pragmatic approach. By borrowing proven components and integrating them into their own design, they slashed costs without sacrificing functionality. Another crucial factor is Ford's manufacturing strategy. Unlike Tesla, which prioritizes vertical integration by building everything in-house, Ford focuses on supply chain optimization. By leveraging long-term supplier relationships and sourcing key components at scale, Ford benefits from lower costs per unit. Battery production is a prime example. Instead of relying on in-house battery manufacturing like Tesla, Ford partners with established battery suppliers, reducing research and development costs while still maintaining competitive range and efficiency. This approach allows Ford to focus on what they do best: engineering and vehicle production, without incurring the massive overhead costs of running a battery production operation. Ford's decision to manufacture this electric vehicle in markets where labor and operational expenses are lower also played a significant role. Unlike Tesla's gigafactories, which require substantial investment in workforce training and automation, Ford strategically placed production in locations with existing automotive expertise. This move not only reduces production costs, but also ensures efficiency by utilizing an experienced workforce already familiar with large-scale automotive assembly. Tesla's pricing model also contributes to the price gap. Tesla has historically positioned itself as a premium brand, meaning their profit margins are higher than most legacy automakers. By contrast, Ford operates on a volume-driven business model. They aim to sell as many units as possible rather than maximize the profit per vehicle. This allows Ford to set a lower starting price, making electric vehicles accessible to a wider range of consumers. Despite its competitive pricing, there is still uncertainty about whether this electric vehicle will make its way to the United States. Government incentives, import tariffs, and market demand all play a role in determining whether Ford will bring this model to American roads. While European and Asian markets may see it first, there is growing pressure for automakers to introduce affordable electric vehicles in North America. If Ford successfully launches this vehicle globally, it could reshape the industry and push competitors to rethink their pricing strategies. But before celebrating Ford's achievement, it is important to consider what this vehicle lacks. Cost-cutting comes with trade-offs, and not every decision will appeal to consumers. Some compromises may affect usability, convenience, or long-term practicality. Before making a final decision, it is essential to explore what Ford did not get right. Drawbacks, the hidden flaws you need to know. No vehicle is without its flaws, and this budget-friendly electric vehicle is no exception. While it brings affordability to the table, there are compromises that potential buyers need to consider. Some are minor inconveniences, while others could be deal breakers for those expecting a seamless electric driving experience. One of the first noticeable omissions is the lack of a front storage compartment. Many electric vehicles make use of the extra space under the hood to provide additional cargo room, especially since there is no traditional internal combustion engine taking up space. However, this model does not offer that feature, leaving owners without the added flexibility they might find in similar vehicles. For those accustomed to maximizing storage in an electric vehicle, this may feel like a missed opportunity. Another concern is the charging speed. While it provides a reasonable range, the charging capabilities do not match the fastest options available in the market. Long road trips could become a challenge, requiring extended stops at charging stations. For city commuters, this may not be a major issue, but for those who frequently travel long distances, it could become a frustrating limitation. Charging infrastructure is improving, but the ability to recharge quickly remains a crucial factor in the appeal of an electric vehicle. The absence of physical controls is another compromise. The reliance on touchscreen-based controls may look modern, but it can be a drawback in real-world use. Adjusting essential functions like climate control and audio settings often requires navigating menus rather than using dedicated buttons or dials. This design choice can lead to distractions while driving, making the interface feel less intuitive compared to vehicles that offer a mix of touchscreen and physical controls. Despite these drawbacks, this vehicle still holds one major advantage over its competitors. Its affordability alone puts electric ownership within reach for a broader audience. Now that the weaknesses are clear, it is time to see how it compares to the competition. Ford Explorer versus Tesla Model Y. When it comes to performance, Tesla remains the leader. The Tesla Model Y accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds, far quicker than Ford's offering. The Ford Explorer, however, focuses on comfort and stability rather than extreme acceleration, making it a better option for daily driving. Tesla also wins in range, offering over 330 miles per charge, while the Ford Explorer falls short of that figure. However, range is only one part of the equation. The Tesla Supercharger network provides a seamless long-distance charging experience, something Ford owners must rely on third-party networks for, which can be less reliable. Technology is another area where Tesla shines. The Tesla Model Y features an advanced autopilot system and a fully digital experience. Ford's model offers modern tech, but keeps a more traditional layout with physical controls, appealing to those who prefer a simpler interface. Where Ford takes the lead is in affordability and practicality. The Tesla Model Y is a premium-priced vehicle, while the Ford Explorer is far more accessible. Ford also offers more cabin space and storage, making it a more family-friendly option. For buyers who want cutting-edge performance and a vast charging network, Tesla remains the best choice, but for those looking for an affordable, spacious, and reliable electric vehicle, Ford presents a strong alternative. And if you think Tesla is Ford's biggest competition, wait until you see how it compares to Kia. Ford Explorer versus Kia EV6. The Kia EV6 is one of the most stylish and high-tech electric vehicles on the market. It is sleek, sporty, and built for performance. But how does it compare to Ford's more practical and budget-friendly model? The biggest difference is in design. The Kia EV6 has a futuristic, low-slung look, while the Ford Explorer sticks to a more traditional, rugged SUV style. The Ford Explorer is taller and boxier, offering more space, while the Kia EV6 prioritizes sleek aesthetics. On the road, the Kia EV6 feels sportier, with sharp handling and strong acceleration. It is built for those who enjoy a dynamic driving experience. The Ford Explorer, by contrast, is designed for comfort and stability, making it a better choice for relaxed, everyday driving. One major advantage the Kia EV6 has is its fast charging capability. It supports ultra-fast charging speeds that can add significant range in just a few minutes. This makes long-distance travel much easier, as stops at charging stations are shorter. Ford's model, while offering decent charging speeds, does not match the rapid charging capability of Kia's system. For buyers who frequently take road trips, this is a major factor to consider. Inside, the differences between these two vehicles become even clearer. The Kia EV6 features a modern and high-tech cabin with a wide curved display, minimalistic controls, and premium materials. It feels futuristic and refined, appealing to those who want a tech-forward experience. The Ford Explorer, by contrast, has a more conventional layout with physical buttons, a large vertical screen, and a focus on practicality. While it may not be as visually striking, it offers more storage space and a family-friendly layout that makes everyday use easier. Price is another area where Ford has the upper hand. The Kia EV6 is positioned as a premium electric vehicle, and its pricing reflects that. Ford's model is significantly more affordable, making it a more realistic option for many buyers. For those who want an electric vehicle without breaking the bank, Ford presents a compelling alternative. And if you think these two were closely matched, just wait until we compare Ford's model to one of its closest platform rivals, the Volkswagen ID. Ford shares much of its technology with the Ford Explorer, but is it the better choice? Let's find out. Ford Explorer versus Volkswagen ID.4. The Volkswagen ID.4 and the Ford Explorer have more in common than most rivals. Built on the same modular electric drive platform, these two vehicles share similar foundations, yet their execution is remarkably different. While Volkswagen takes a refined and familiar approach, Ford aims to offer something bolder and more practical. But when it comes to making a final choice, which one truly delivers the better experience? One of the biggest differences between the two models is their design philosophy. The Volkswagen ID.4 embraces a sleek and minimalist look, with smooth curves and a futuristic appearance. It is designed to blend seamlessly into modern urban landscapes. The Ford Explorer, on the other hand, leans into its rugged identity. It has a boxier, more commanding presence, appealing to buyers who prefer a bold and practical SUV look over Volkswagen's more subdued styling. Inside, the Volkswagen ID.4 offers a high-tech but minimalist cabin, featuring touch-sensitive controls and a clean dashboard layout. While this approach looks modern, it has been criticized for relying too much on touch-based controls rather than physical buttons. Ford's interior, by contrast, balances technology with usability. The large Sync Move screen offers advanced features, but is paired with traditional controls that many drivers find more intuitive. The Ford Explorer also wins in storage space, providing more room for cargo and everyday practicality. When it comes to driving experience, both models deliver a smooth and quiet ride. However, Volkswagen prioritizes efficiency and comfort, making it feel more refined on long journeys. Ford's model offers a slightly higher ride height and a more traditional SUV feel, which some drivers may prefer. The deciding factor for many buyers will be price. While both vehicles compete in a similar range, Ford's pricing strategy makes its model more accessible, and this makes the competition between these two a more close call. But what do you think? Let's know in the comments, and thanks for watching.